AI is genuinely embedded in almost every part of my day now. And I don't just mean the apps that I open on purpose, Claude, ChatGPT, and Perplexity. But today, I want to show you the full extent of AI that's built into apps that I'm already using every single day, doing real work, saving real time. And some of it I wasn't even consciously clocking as AI until I sat down to make this video. And instead of just listing tools, I'm organizing this by how they actually fit into my workflow, from finding information to creating content to making decisions, all the way to the stuff running quietly in the background. And one of these completely changed how I edit my videos. So stick around. Let's get into it. Let's start with where most of my work begins, finding information. Google has an AI mode in search now, and it's become my default for most lookups. I searched best settings for shooting video on iPhone, and instead of me clicking through 5 different articles trying to piece together an answer, Google has already synthesized it right there with sources that I can tap into if I want to go deeper. And then there is Google Maps. The same kind of AI integration is in Maps now, and it's such a time saver. You see this Ask Maps button here? I'll tap on it and type something like vegetarian restaurants near me, which is open right now and which has outdoor seating. And watch what happens. It understood all the 3 conditions at once. Before this, I would have to search, filter again, check hours separately. Now it's one search. I use this almost every time I'm trying to find something to eat when I'm out. This one I genuinely love as a viewer. YouTube has been rolling out this Ask feature on videos. Let me show you what I mean. See this Ask button? I'll tap that and type something like, what camera settings does she recommend for better video resolution? It pulls the answer directly from the video content and gives me a timestamp. So instead of watching a 20-minute video to find one specific answer, I just ask. As a creator, I have complicated feelings about this, but as a viewer, it's saved me so much time. So once I'm done the research, I'm creating, and the biggest time sink in this process has always been editing, not the filming or the scripting, the editing. Scrubbing through footages to cut silent pauses, adjusting audio, hunting through menus for right settings. That stuff used to eat up hours. That's why Filmora's AI Mate has been such a game changer. It's built right into the editing interface. So I've got my raw footage here. I type to AI Mate, remove all the silent parts from this clip. That just took 10 seconds. This used to take me, I'm not exaggerating, 15 to 20 minutes of manually trimming dead air for every single video, and now just 10 seconds. I'll type another one. Clean up the background noise in this audio. Done. I don't have to find the noise reduction settings, figure out the right levels, nothing. I just describe what I want. There's also a guide mode that walks you through steps with exactly where to click, and an AIGC mode where I can describe a B-roll shot I need and it generates a clip for my timeline. If I had to pick one tool on this list that gave me the most hours back, it's this one. Whether you're just starting out or you've been editing for years, AI Mate is worth trying. I'll drop a link in the description below. And I want to give a quick shout out to Filmora for sponsoring this part of the video. For thumbnails, social posts, pitch decks, all the visual work that isn't video, I use Canva. And their Magic Studio AI tools have gotten genuinely good. I'll show you what my workflow looks like. I've got a rough thumbnail here. I want to remove this background. Background remover, done. Now I want to extend this image because the composition is off. Expand tool. I drag the edge, it fills in the gap. That whole thing took maybe 2 minutes. Raw screenshot to finished thumbnail. It's not that AI does it for me, it's the friction that is almost gone. Not a surprise if you have been watching my channel. Claude is my go-to for everything that involves actual thinking. I use it for scripting my videos, for research, for coding and debugging my app and Go tasks. I'll paste in user feedback and ask it to identify the top patterns across all the responses. I also use co-work feature, which lets me manage files and control my computer remotely. That's changed how flexible my work setup is. I'm on Claude much more than ChatGPT these days. And for image generation specifically, I've been using Gemini. That's where Google has a real edge right now. Whenever I need actual sources, not just chatbot's best guess, I go to Perplexity. It's really good at fetching real sources rather than using pre-trained knowledge. I can trust Perplexity responses more than any other chatbot, honestly. So I was researching for a video about Apple's upcoming WWDC announcements. I typed my question in here and got a summarized answers with links to the actual articles that it pulled from. I can click through to verify anything I want. I use Perplexity and Claude together. Perplexity to find and verify current information with citations, and Claude to help me think through what to do with it. NotebookLM from Google is really underrated. Before my last AI comparison video, I uploaded about 6 articles and a few YouTube transcripts. Then I just asked, what are the main differences in how these models handle reasoning? What does each source say about pricing? It only answers from what I gave it, no hallucinated information from outside my material, and it tells me which source it pulled from. The use case is very specific, but for research and learning, NotebookLM is the king. Amazon has an AI assistant called Rufus built right into the app. I was looking for a new tripod recently. Instead of scrolling through pages and reading specs, I just typed, what's a good compact tripod for travel vlogging that fits in a carry-on? It gave me options with context, explained why each one might work, not just a list sorted by sponsored placement. I also use it on product pages. I'll ask, is this good for someone with sensitive skin? It reads through reviews and surfaces what people said. It even shows price history, so I know if I have to wait for a sale. Literal money saver. Apple Intelligence is not the revolutionary thing they hyped it to be. I think we all felt that. But 3 specific places genuinely help me every day. First, mail. There is a summary at the top of email threads. I didn't have to read 4 replies. And when I'm writing a reply, I highlight my draft, tap writing tools and proofread. Tightens it up in seconds. Second, notes. I'll record a voice memo after a meeting, and by the time I open notes, it's already transcribed and summarized. I'll show you what that looks like. Third, photo cleanup. I'm in my photos from our last trip and there is a random person in the background of this shot. I tap on them, tap remove, and they're gone. Lightroom Mobile has this too. Google Photos has it even longer. But whichever app you use, this feature alone has changed how I edit my travel photos. This one's different because AI is working with my actual personal data. My Apple Watch is the foundation here. Claude on my iPhone can connect to Apple Health. I'll ask, my HRV has been dropping this week, but my sleep hours are the same. What could be causing that? It connects things like stress, late meals, workout timings, etc. It's like having a conversation with the data instead of just staring at a graph. I also use an Oura ring. Their AI advisor explains each morning what's pulling my readiness score up or down. When I was using Whoop, their AI coach did the same for recovery. Tracking hardware plus AI that talks you through what it means, that's where this gets really useful. Alexa and Meta AI. Okay, last 2, Alexa Plus is the AI integrated version of old Alexa, like having ChatGPT on an Echo speaker. I'll be cooking and say, Alexa, set a timer for 12 minutes. And also, what's the ratio for rice to water? It answers both.
2-minute timer started. For biryani, the classic ratio is 1 cup of rice to 1.5 cups of water. This gives you perfectly fluffy, separate grains that won't turn mushy when you layer everything together. Are you planning to make biryani today?
And now it handles follow-ups conversationally, which the old one couldn't. And Meta AI in WhatsApp. I'll be in a group chat planning a trip, and instead of switching apps, I pull up Meta AI right there. If you've got restaurant recommendations, share them in the chat. No app switching. I've also used it to generate quick images for family chats. That's genuinely how AI shows up across my day in 2026. And what struck me putting this together is how it maps a whole workflow. Finding information, creating content, thinking through decisions, and the stuff that just runs quietly in the background. It's not one app anymore, it's everywhere. Which one from this list were you not thinking of as AI? Or which one are you going to try first? Drop it in the comments. If this video was useful, subscribe, and thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. This is Sanjana. Bye-bye.